Hello, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. I am DarcyBits. Last time, we... given a lot of runaround for not a lot of progress, to do this mission that needs us, what is it, like, to get information about how to find Garuda so that we can kill Garuda, because theoretically Garuda's a threat, and I'm not saying Garuda's not a threat, I'm just saying... it kind of came out of nowhere when they were teasing they were going to actually reveal some interesting main plot stuff. Like, yeah, Garuda's been mentioned a few times, alright? Like, that's fine, right? But it's like, oh, we finally get to find out who Sid is. Oh, wow, we're gonna, like, try and do something really cool, and... hey, do you want to go fight Garuda? And I'm like, but... what? What about all this? What about all this? Like, no, Garuda's a problem. We gotta fight him. I'm like, sorry, they showed up right now. I'm like, okay. Imagine this scenario. Garuda happens to show up. That's fine. But someone designed it that way, right? Like, someone chose to make Garuda wake up right now. That's not just happenstance. Don't pretend like it is. And I get it, right? We find out who Sid is, and what we actually need to do is we need to, like... we are still working to, like, get Sid involved. It just feels so... nah. This was not the way I wanted to start this stream. I think I'm going to start over. I did not like that intro. Hello, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. I am DarcyBits. Last time we left off, we were being given the runaround in Corthus, this frozen... land to the north. Very, very pretty. I like it a lot. And I think we're trying to find the remnants of Sid's airship from back in the day so we can get it hooked up again so that we can go fight Garuda. And all that, like, when you say it like that, sounds pretty reasonable. But, oh, it's a lot of busy work from step to step, I gotta tell you. Anyway... there's this good friend here that I need to talk to. That, well, I didn't feel like talking to last time I finished. I was tired. I'd been running a long time, so I waited until now. Ye of little faith. Sir Brunadier seems ill-inclined to help you. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Driamond... attentions are focused solely on the stone Vigil at present. In any case, you stuck your arm through my body. I'm sorry. Personal space, I understand. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, Sir Albois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. I too have a French-inspired name. My name is Darcy Bois. I don't know why I decided to bring that up, but I did. Oh, this is Chief. I thought it said Chef. Alright. Okay, so they were like, I don't really feel like helping you, but I will let you in. I mean, I've been coming here for a long time, for weeks if not more, to do fishing. Where am I going? In here? In here. Hey, it's Sid! Hey, Sid! What's going on? If the Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil, then we must convince Lord Dremont to cooperate. Did we learn that it was inside the Stone Vigil? I don't remember learning that. I've been reading every line of dialogue in this stupid game, and I don't think they told us that. Maybe they did. I'm not saying they didn't. I'm saying skip the dialogue in this game. Wow. Like, it doesn't change anything. Alright. Wait, where's my friend? Are they downstairs? Oh. Okay. They're in this little alcove. They're down here. Of course. Of course, they're down here. Why is Sid upstairs then? Okay. I could have just completely missed Sid there. Maybe later we'll go see Sid there and they just stuck him there early. That makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. Hello, Sir Albois. My name is DarcyBits. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Dremont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgeon Astriden. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Oh, it's one of these missions. I don't understand why a Realm Reborn has so much unnecessary padding. Like, no one's playing this game because they think that running up and down stairs is a fun activity, right? That's not why people play Final Fantasy, let alone Final Fantasy XIV. So, it's just... I could have just talked to you. I could have just come and talked to you in the first place, you know? There's no reason for this. Why doesn't the guy at the door know who to talk to? Just tell me to go talk to this guy. Are you here to visit a patient, madam? Was this a letter of introduction from House Fortance and Hyanard? With documentation such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Goudernau. He should know Lord Dremont's current whereabouts. Okay. Alright. Where am I going? I don't get it. Like, those steps didn't need to be in the game. Like, you could have cut those, and the game not only would have been just as good, it would have been better, right? It would have definitively been better. Would it have been less, like, hours? Maybe in the, like, traditional RPG sense, but this is an MMO. Do you know how many hours of gameplay in this game? Nigh infinite, because it's an MMO. like you're not just playing the main story, right? I don't know. It's really weird. What reason have you for barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Dremont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect House Durandare as a whole. I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Okay. And it's like, yeah, I'm complaining about it. Does it actually take anything away from the experience? I don't know. It's just weird. Sometimes busy work can actually add to an experience. It super can, right? It can engage you in a way that makes the content feel more visceral. That's totally a thing you can do. But this doesn't, right? Sir Goudernau permitted your passage. Very well, speak. I have Harshahan's letter, a glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durandare. And I also have Francel's letter, which is also a glowing letter of introduction addressed to House Durandare. 2 whole letters! It's like twice as much as I should need. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Yes. Oh, hey friends, what's up? Finally showing up, huh? We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Dremont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. I get having a mouthpiece for the character, right? I get the, like, hey, we don't want to write dialogue for your character. They're your character. We don't want to tell you what you say. Instead, we're going to have all these other people talk for you. And I buy that. But have them involved in some way, right? Maybe I get a party and they have to follow me around. I mean, I guess that's weird, right? Because where do they go, da-da-da-da. Yes, I ran into Sid outside, and that was cool. I like people sort of being involved in the areas, but they're not doing anything, right? And instead, I'm doing all this legwork, and then they just show up at the end and start talking, and it's like, why didn't you help me in that first conversation? Get me here faster, you know? And now here I am, wasting time. Is it time that I have a problem with, or is it feeling like my time is being wasted? I don't know. We come to Corthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Non-Garland, who stands before you now. I've forgotten Alphanod's voice. It's something like that, but... Master Garland, you are alive! But that is not possible. It is impossible. Yep, you're right, it's impossible. It's nods. Indeed it is, my lord. This is some other guy. Did you come all the way from the astrology place? The big astromancy place? I don't remember what you're called. Probably astrologians? Yeah. Astrologians? One of those two. Were you following us? Like, that's not a short trek. Anyway. Also, there's no aetherite here. Just put an aetherite here, and then I'd be happy, and this would make sense. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandair's marshal, Durandair marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in white brim front but three mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. Yeah, you know about that. You should actually want to help us more, you dingus. The lesser houses have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandair would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Why? Like, what are you hiding in there? Like, why do you care if we go in? Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You three will not enter the outpost. I've changed their voice. I'm sorry, that was weird. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Why don't we just help you reclaim it? We gotta go in there anyway. Like, let us do the fighting. Use this as cannon fodder. Like, what? I don't understand your apprehensions. I can't say any of this, of course. It could be moons before House Durandair purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Darcy, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Durandair's trust. Understood? What if we just, like, broke in? What is the Stone Vigil? Why can't we get in there? We must do everything in our power. Does you mean, like, a series of pointless fetch quests? I hope you don't mean a series of pointless fetch quests. Bum, bum, bum. Who am I talking to? Is it upstairs? Oh, this is not well laid out. I don't know if this is supposed to be going up or down. Probably down? Probably down, yeah. Oh well. I can just jump down and then, I mean, at this point, definitely down, but, you know. Ah! Adventurers are stupid. I'm gonna ignore you, side quest. I'll do this main quest approved side quest instead. Factual folklore. Hostfort is eyeing you with interest, except you're the last responsible for the commotion upstairs. Word travels fast in White Brim Front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillmount's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Win over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I am thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in the Danafrin Pass? I've been there as a fisher and seen this mud puppy spawn and helped them punch it to death. That's a thing I've done while fishing in White Brim. It's very fun. I highly recommend it. In fact, I'm going to go kill that mud puppy as a fisher just because, ooh, I've been waiting for my opportunity. I haven't, like, really fought it myself as a fisher, so I really want to do it. And take this bottle of vinegar. Logos say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. That seems okay. So, okay. Is this side quest stupid and dumb? Yeah, of course it is. I could just give you actual meat. I have pies in my inventory, like meat pies. I'm a fisher. I could fish you some real fish instead of killing a giant mud puppy in a cave. I am a budding culinarian. I could make you some, meat. Like, this quest feels like it's disconnected with reality, right? I mentioned this before in previous games where it's like, if you are going to design an MMO, you have to acknowledge the way an MMO is played, right? This isn't a traditional Final Fantasy game. You have to be aware that, yes, this is an MMO, and as such, there are things... I always make this mistake. And as such, yeah, I can train up, I can do these quests at my own rate, at my own speed, however I want, right? And I'm allowed to train up fishing or cooking as a class. And as such, it's really weird when you have something like this that doesn't acknowledge it, right? Like that other one where they're like, go talk to somebody and get me their goldsmithing tools. And I was like, I'm a goldsmith, here are my tools. I'm not actually a goldsmith, for all I know that would have worked, wouldn't that have been cool? I don't expect it to have, but it would have been cool. I was wondering at the time because I couldn't confirm that it doesn't work. But it's like, if you're going to put that in your game, acknowledge it, right? I don't know. Destination! Alright, so before we do this, I'm going to be silly, and I'm going to switch to Fisher. My Fisher is max level, because I'm on free trial. I'm max level 60 on free trial. Which means I can really just deck this mud puppy good. I can always summon my Chocobo if I need to, though. So we'll find out if I need to or not. Spotted mud puppy! Get wrecked! Heck yeah! This guy's got a lot of health, so we're gonna try and use... Oh, wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm, like, legitimately impressed by how much damage I'm taking. I'm gonna summon a Geisel Grains. Because, wow, I'm taking a lot. Way more than I thought I would. Huh. I should use the item. Use key item on it. Dark cider vinegar. Seems like someone's helping me out. HP penalty, damage down. Cool. Thank you, friend. That was a little disappointing. I really thought I could take them. But that was more difficult than I thought. I mean, to be fair, I've seen so many people die to that mud puppy while fishing here. Like, so many people. I don't know if I mean, I'll help out. You know, they helped me. Why not? What was this Cammy? What? Level 48. Okay, cool. So, I'll swap back. Could I have used that experience? Sure, I could have. But, oh well. Then I wouldn't get the satisfaction of killing a giant mud puppy with my fishing rod. Alright, where am I off to? Oh, I have to go, like... Wait. Am I not cooking it? Oh. I keep thinking this is the gate. Or the direction to the gate. I guess is what I mean. Alright, cool. I found some mud puppy tail. What? It didn't work? Of course it didn't work. Why would I have expected something to work? Didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh, I did get the meat. Sorry, they're talking about the vinegar. I see. A cross-section of meat sliced from the tail of a spotted mud puppy. The bone has not been removed. Okay. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds with that bottle of vinegar. Wait, did it work or did it not work? I'm confused. Any road. This should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights. Here and up above. Yeah, I feel like... Oh, hello. This would be more interesting as, like, a comedy game, because that joke doesn't land. Like, there's a lot of lampshading humor in this, but it's not funny because it feels, like, jarring with the tone as opposed to, like, the point of the game. I don't know. You there, lass, standing on the table. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. That's a good line. Okay. Alright, I know what I just said, but that was actually pretty funny. The rubbery texture of mud puppy meat will ensure your jaws grow exhausted before your belly grows full. So it's a bad steak. Great. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men, and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a few reasons to refrain from sentry duty. Okay. Is someone's minion? What is this? That's a person! Oh, wow! That full armor Wallafellin looks like not a person. That's amazing. Alright, anyway, sorry, bye. That was a little unnecessary. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march up to die in this god's-forsaken waste. How about a mud puppy steak? Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Halon's blessing be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. I wish it was easier for me to, like, know who, like, the gods were and stuff. They keep, like... I love the way that the lore of the world is, like, worked into people's just sort of casual aphorisms. That's cool. But I don't know what it means, because I don't know who Halon is. Or Hallam? I forgot what they said already. Ever since... Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. How about a steak? You're a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate the house Derendare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. So... this happens a lot, right? The, like, you need to get someone's trust. Someone's like, I have a way for you to get the person's trust. I gotta go back down. Maybe they're gonna explain this to me, actually. And it's like, wait a minute. You are gonna help me get this person's trust, the implication being that there are people here who are willing to help me, so why? Is there a reason that you're helping me? Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Kairos at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Sonota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she neglected to attend to her own. So, what I mean is, I guess it's not what I mean, but adjacently, why is everyone, like, so happy of me? I didn't really, I mean, yeah, I went and killed a thing, and I brought it back, and I helped it, but they should be happy, they should be like, oh, wow, Cook is awesome. Thanks for delivering this for the cook, right? Like, it's sort of weird. Sonota. Beg your pardon, madam, but I'm busy attending this man. I'll be with you in a moment. I have a steak. Is that... I don't know if that picks up on the mic. Come to think of it, it's been quite a while since our late ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Would you like to give me some raptor stew and some knight's bread for some reason? Also, raptor stew? You had raptor stew. Why? That's meat. Who thought that wasn't meat? Anyway. Not that the quest rewards have ever made sense, but still. Alright. Is that enough? I deliver some food for the cook and get them some bad meat in the first place? I'm going the wrong way again, aren't I? Didn't I just come from in there? Yeah. What? Oh, I talked to Sid. I walked right by you. It was not obvious at all. I was in here, and then I left. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I totally missed that. Game, be better. Alright. The best inventions. Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new alembic. That's really cool and nice of you. And that's great and all, but we're busy. I meant to have a word with you, Darcy. It concerns the Kyrgians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. Okay, I guess this is actually to help us impress the guy, so this does make sense. Yeah, no, I already read that. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic. Both as a gesture of goodwill, and as a means to help me recover my memory since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require is to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. Okay. It must sound ridiculous to you. Impossible even. Yet somehow I know it will work. Look at you. Magic amnesia. Alright, let's go fight some stuff. So I don't have any... There was one time in this game, the main story split. It was like, hey, you need to do like 3 side quests before you can finish it. Do them in any order you want. And, like, it doesn't change anything. I still have to do them all, but that would be really nice. Instead of feeling like, oh yeah, you have to help Sid right now for some reason. Like, why is this the most pressing thing? Why is this the only thing I can do to further the main story. Oh, dang it. I gotta fight not... I just want to fight the ice sprites. We're actually getting to the part of the game where the enemy mobs are strong enough that switching to a Fisher doesn't actually make me just, like, destroy them. I'm still going to, because I would prefer to be a Fisher. We'll wait for our health to come back for a little bit. Turn on snagging. Doesn't help in combat. Alright, I'll fight this hippo surf. Hippo surf? I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, they're like actually giving me a run for my money. Which is disappointing. It used to. Does the game recommend I go anywhere? It just says recommends going this direction. Alright, cool. Oh, I got pieces of hippogriff sinew. Wait, that was the hippogriff? Okay, yeah. I guess that it is a variety of hippogriff known as the hippo surf for some reason. Punch! There's one up there. Alright, let's just... yeah, let's get the one over there. Anyway. Oh, I should also make sure I cast Sneak. Not that it matters, but, you know. Look at these chinchillas! And of course, I have to make sure I remember to swap back to my proper class before I turn in, so that the experience doesn't disappear into the void. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Ice Sprite cores. So cold, these cores are said to freeze the very air around them, making them perfect for cooling drinks on an especially hot day. Really? I kind of like that. Like the idea that people in setting actually use like these chunks of magical ice that get expelled from elemental beings. Like, it's a world where this magic stuff is commonplace, right? It's not the exception, it's the rule. So yeah, this is a thing we do. Go figure. That said, making them seem as common as ice cubes does make me wonder why you don't just have some of these, but whatever. I mean, I guess Sid wouldn't. What an amazing device! But is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I, too, am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. I mean, only if you know how to use it, but sure. Even so, I wonder... Oh. Were thee the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Aware thee, I see. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Wow, you just happened to be coming by. Like, no, it's not. All right. Haha. Why does that man detest us so? Is it it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reason, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. I'm kind of into this. Like, yes, the busy work is still annoying, but this is the most sort of accurate portrayal of the busy work I think we've seen so far, because this happens all the time, right? Like basically everything is like, go to a town, they don't want to help you, you help them a bunch, they help you because you helped them, and every time, literally, you have an ulterior motive and you do a bunch of nice things for people specifically because of that ulterior motive. Now, it was cool seeing Sid actually step up, and he did the thing this time. I went and grabbed some stuff for him, but like he did the actual help for the people, which is cool, because so far he's just been like wandering around and doing literally nothing. He did basically everything this time. Awesome. Cool to see that from the game. Yeah, being actually called out that we are doing things non-altruistically, right? Doing them with things with ulterior motives is kind of interesting. Sure, that guy's like ridiculous and the evil guy that we're probably gonna have to kill sometime. Like but didn't we already kill him once? I don't remember. No, I think we specifically had to not kill him. We had to kill all those ads and not fight him at all. Anyway, kind of a cool take on this and actually representing it. More of a examination of how stupid it was in the past than actually an interesting twist now in the present, but I'll take it. Sid is concerned about Inquisitor Guillaume, maybe. Before we can persuade Lord Dromont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Corthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whiteburn Front. Of course, let's go speak to like 4 or 5 people and then come back and decide we learned nothing, then try something different. Share your findings with Alphinaud in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. I might learn something. It's happened a non-zero amount of time that I have actually learned something from interviewing a town. But usually I don't. Usually it's just busy work. Inquisitor Guillaume? Yes, of course. I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whiteburn Front several moons ago. He literally just walked by. Was he under illusion? Is that the twist? I'd be kind of into that if that was the twist, actually. That would be kind of interesting. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in the darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside Eastern Gate at one point, where I caught sightings of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later, in this very bed where I have lain. Why do you think that was Guillaume? Recuperating from my injuries ever since, yeah. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body. Okay, you found out later. Okay. Bad body to the gates. I owe him my life, madam. I hope to one day repay his kindness. Okay, so that's actually kind of a cool one. In that, I said I was going to go talk to like 4 or 5 people. They're going to give me no information, and we're going to reconvene and come up with a second plan. Because that's how it has happened most of the time. But even from that first one, I'm going, sounds like it's not him. If he hasn't been here in months. Or weeks, at least. Inquisitor Game. I haven't the foggiest to whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Aw, I liked you, Albois. Hey, Patrick. Hey. Hey, Patrick. Under Inquisitor Games' watchful gaze, unprecedented number of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep. So great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly righteous man to protect us. Uh-huh. Oh, hey, Alphanod. Do you have any commentary? Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the Stone Vigil without further delay. Yeah, alright. Anybody over here? Please be on the ground floor. Thank you. You helped me once, you'll help me again, right? Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halon's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Cool, so I learned one thing, which is that someone claims that they haven't seen them in, like, weeks. And ergo, maybe that was never him. Twist. And that also just straight up might not be the thing. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. That's amazing they're going to actually call that out. I mean, I can't get cold because there's no, like, warmth statistic in this game. But that's amazing that they're calling that out. That's such a JRPG thing of just like, yeah, of course I'm just going to walk through the blizzard in this bikini. Of course I'm going to. What are you talking about? Why would that even be a question? That's amazing. I realize it's soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. I agree! Let's storm the castle. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with this irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other priorities for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Darcy. Perhaps they will provide insight into the Inquisitor Game's motivations. I'm gonna take what? 2 things that I can't use? That's rare. That's super weird. Usually it's like war, magic, money. But no. Okay, I'm gonna take the money. Bye. Bum, bum, bum. Pray, let us. Alphanod appears to be deep in thought. So deep. So thoughtful. Something troubles me about the wounded knight's account. Yeah, that's what I said. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness. He saw it outside the eastern gate, yes. But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Okay. That's not the part I was gonna focus on, but sure. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, it seems no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the east gate, not south. Okay. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Hyolan, I'm gonna go with that, is not misremembering, which they might be. The Inquisitor's behavior, not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. You know what? I'm kind of enjoying this one. This one's actually pretty cool, right? Like, we have a bunch of stuff we wanted to do, and this guy keeps getting in our way, and we're like, leave us alone, dude! So we have to start investigating what's up with them, and discover his secret. Ooh, that's kind of cool. And the steps of investigation have been kind of compelling, right? We talked to one person who gave us a testimony, which has led us to a piece of evidence that we're now going to inspect by retracing his steps. That's actually super solid. That's like a completely solid series of events. I don't know what the proper way, not proper, I don't know how I would want it redone, because it is super awkward so far. Just within the whole concept of, there's a dungeon up here. Within the idea that I still have to do all the like annoying side quest stuff. Could you have streamlined that? Yeah, I mean you can have cutscenes in the game, so like maybe, but I don't know. It's interesting. Well, we're gonna try using /lookout because that works sometimes. That probably won't work, will it? Probably not. There's probably a specific thing I need to find. Or I need to jump this. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, just jump this. Why not? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, there's a chasm. Go in this chasm. Okay. I buy it. But I've walked down? I mean, I guess I gotta get back up. You can teleport. I know I can teleport, but like, I feel like there's gotta be a way of walking back up. Or I'm gonna teleport back up as part. Look at that snow falling. That's cool. Alright, let's do this. I'm back to full health, basically. Hey, snow mound. The air begins to crackle with ethereal energies. The enemy is still about. What enemy? Oh. Am I allowed to leave this area? I've never really known. I should heal myself. I should also summon Eos. I didn't think of that for some reason. Look at this snowy mound. It's so suspicious. Search the area of White Room for clues. Whoa! Whoa, he died! Whoa! Whoa, he's dead! So I was right that someone took his place, but I was wrong that we should know that because the guy said he hadn't seen him in months, even though he literally walked by his door a few seconds ago. It's still possible that he like shapeshift into something to walk through past the door, which seems silly to me. I don't know why they would do that, but yeah, still weird. All right. Are you gonna do anything with the body? Just look at it? Okay, there you go. I inspected the corpse. It was definitely his. That's it. That was the whole thing I needed to do. How do I get back out of here now? Hey, Alphanaut, I'm back. You found something, did you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. I found the bloody encyclica. The scroll contains what appears to be an official papal appointment to the position of Inquisitor. It's also very bloody. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just met the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume. Newly come to Corthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointed? Also, why would you want to take this very important scroll that would have denoted you as actually, you know, appointed? And yet, for some reason, everyone knew that they were, I guess. Even though they're new in town. I'm confused. But it's bloody. I guess that would be incriminating. Use my other hand so I can hit next. Still, while this incontrovertible. Still, while this incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Darcy, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. Right, because he's a dragon and he wants to get everyone who's not a heretic to be seen as a heretic. Bum, bum, bum. don't even know how you do the sound right. It's like not actually accurate. Level 40 weapon coffer. What'd I get? Something cool? I got a book of... I already have a book of Mithril, don't I? Alphinaud is determined to discover Inquisitor Guillame's true identity. Since Lord Drimon has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclica alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. Yeah, let's go show him the body. We could just take him there. I mean, he wouldn't come with us, I guess, so that's fair enough. Never mind. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinion of his knights. It is a certain knight. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhaps that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Juliot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Let's just go get it. Like, it's not so much that there isn't a good reason, it's that they haven't given me one, right? Like, this is a common, like, filmmaking thing, right? I think it's upstairs, right? Yeah, it is. But this is a common filmmaking thing, where you go, it's not actually a plot hole, I just didn't explain it. Cool, it still feels like a plot hole, just have one throwaway line that explains it. That's all you need, you know? You gotta, yeah, you don't want to belabor the point, but it's helpful. It's helpful to have, just sets everything, it feels better. I don't know what I'm saying. Juliet, Yulut. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, you have returned? Is there something else you wanted to ask? I found this. The Inquisitor's an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe believe that is all a lie? This is actually an interesting point. Our reason for doubting this person's testimony is that he came from the wrong direction, right? Which is, you know, interesting. But we actually found his body. He did, in fact, come from that direction, unless his body was, like, dropped there, which is possible, but seems unlikely. If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prenia. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. That's fair. Let's go find that person. Do we know where that person is? They're downstairs, aren't they? Oh, wow, I'm getting tired. Oh, you! Oh, I've just ignored you this entire time. You're using cool. You! I do not believe I know you, madam. Pray move along, and trouble me no more. I found this. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it. Not at all. I'm gonna talk to you again. What? Do you doubt my words? Away with you. I will suffer your slander no more. They use this mechanic a lot, and I don't really know if there's, like... It just... I'm kind of into it, but I'm also kind of like, this just feels like a gimmick. Like, you could have just played that animation if you really wanted me to do that. You know, don't you? Fury take me. I prayed this day would come. Wait, you want it to come? When Sir Yolad gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Yolat, let me try that again. Sir Yolat and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as the Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Yolat to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whiteburn Front, Inquisitor Quiem was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in procession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Dreamont, wanted to put an end to this madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threat. And so I did nothing, until Lord Franzel was accused. Oh, did you do something? Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor, and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whiteburn Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against Host Hoyanite. Oh, cool! That was you! Oh, okay. This is actually kind of a cool quest line. I'm kind of enjoying this. Yeah, it took a bit to get there, and I still think it's bloated, but that was actually a pretty fun payoff. I kind of liked that. Like, they actually were framed of there being a conspiracy. They were framed of being framed. They weren't actually framed. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. You done good. You done good, Final Fantasy 14. Thus exonerating Lord Franzel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. No, if you acted sooner, that guy would have died. Because they only didn't get killed because I showed up. That actually, you could have just straight up killed Franzel. Cool. Alright, I dig it. I dig it. Time to investigate something. Where? There it is. Look at the snow mound. I wonder if it could be under the snow. It was a box. Well, I cleaned that box really well. That's why it's suspicious. She actually got a draconian just sitting on top of it. Nice. I searched the box and I found something probably, but we're not gonna really tell you about it. Isn't there 2 spots? I thought there was 2 spots I had to go. Okay. I mean, no, I'm glad that there's not. It's fine. Do we have the evidence necessary to accuse? Oh, I just realized this is like, this whole thing is just j'accuse. Your evidence rad. Whether you persist in this folly, I will not grant you free access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. I'm bad at this voice. I have a bloody encyclical and draconian rosaries, the brand of unbelievers and enemies of the Holy See. Because this is not going to be incriminating evidence of myself. That would be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. Where did you find this paper encyclical? I know, right? I'm making myself look more suspicious. This was a terrible idea. Funny how it's going to work anyway, though, right? Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic. Never before. Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I'm not doing this right. It's really sloppy. I have misjudged you and your friends, Darcy, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to entertain the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring the infernal impostor to justice. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I'd love to. The heretic among us. Lord Dremont requires your assistance in bringing the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume to justice. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. I cannot get this to work. This is my mouth. My mouth is betraying me. Hey, let's take him to the Draven. Take him and his Dravian allies. I am told he makes for a snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon another poor soul, whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, may still be time to prevent further tragedy. No, I'm scratch this person's voice. Completely starting over. Lend me your strength, Darcy. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Can I teleport? Oh. Wait, is he going to a dungeon? Am I doing a dungeon? Oh. Oh, okay. I thought I looked ahead and there wasn't actually any, like, new dungeon nearby, but guess not. Guess dungeon time. Alright, is Alphanaud still here? I want to see if they have an opinion on what's going on. Time is a resource we can't ill afford to squander. We can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the stone vigil without further delay. Yeah, okay. I think I need to figure out more what I want to do with these streams. Like, I want to present a lot of this stuff, but the more I'm playing it, the more I'm just like, this is not intended to be presented in this way. This is intended to be sort of quickly skimmed through, boop, 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 boop. And then I can just stream, like, fishing and stuff, like the things I actually enjoy. But I don't know, like, there's something about being like, I want these raw, like, responses to things to be recorded in some way. So here we are. So okay, I need to talk about this. This is not important, but I am going to do some fishing. When I first came here as a fisher, I was like, ooh, I want to sit in this chair and do ice fishing. This looks cool. And you cannot sit in this chair and fish, right? Like, okay, I'm standing in the right spot. Let's fish. Let's do some fishing. Oh, I can't. It's not available. I'll stand up first, I guess. Okay. So what I learned, though, is that you can actually type /sit while fishing. I did that wrong. /sit while fishing, and it summons you a chair. So you're not supposed to use this stool to fish, but you can fish. That's cool. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a little bit of ice fishing here while sitting on a stool. I need to get some proper bait. I was just giving you an example. I wasn't actually ready for fishing. What even is this? I need, like, freshwater fishing, I guess? Is it considered freshwater? Let's use my my topwater frog. I spent such a long time trying to get this frog. Let's go. Oh, right, don't forget to sit. Very important. Heck yeah! Yeah! Are you gonna come fish with me, friend? Yeah! Are you fishing for something specific, or are you just fishing for fun? Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I love it when people show up and they just, like, do stuff together. It's so cool. Didn't I pull the fish? There it goes. Wow, that took a long time. Oh, you know what? I think I need this sometimes. Just like a little bit of a recharge. Take a break. And, that's an interesting point. Is that I think a lot of the design is intended as, hey, The main story is kind of a long grind, and you're gonna burn yourself out. Go do some fishing. Go cook yourself a meal. Go do some botany, right? Go do something relaxing. And that's really nice. It's really nice. It's, you know, it's nice. It's nice. I like it. It's good. Wow, these northern pikes though. This is the way to get northern pikes. It turns out. Ooh. I needed to get northern pikes to get. Really? You want me to fight you? All right. So like, oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone. No. Come on. All right. This time, let's take a look at this, right? So this is the actual spot I need to go. And this is like a knight that's going to help me. But I guess we've already like cornered them or something. Yeah, so I could just go straight in. Right, so we knew this was going to be. I wonder if this is an ambush or not. I'm curious how they're going to frame this. Because yeah, we knew they were coming here. They're going to like throw someone with the ice water or something because they're terrible. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Dremont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm super prepared. Do you have any idea how prepared I am? A bunch. A bunch prepared? Yes. One whole bunch of prepared. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Helone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Helone. I like your outfit. I mean, you probably should wear some pants, but it's cute otherwise. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Dremont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guillaume, and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kind. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ooh. Ha 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 ha! Ah. Grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Dremont. I am conscious. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dremont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravian fang and claw. You're standing there like you're an arcanist or something, but, why, are you gonna turn into a dragon or not? Am I just gonna fight it? Become a dragon! No? Alright. Show the heretic no mercy. He must pay for the innocent blood he has spilt. You ignorant swine. Soon you will know the futility of fate. Oh, wow. Alright. Hitting buttons in cooldown, I guess. Yeah, sometimes people die in these sort of instance battles and it counts as a loss and you gotta like go redo it. And you know, that's a price I'm willing to pay. I'm gonna just go. I'm not gonna take on any ads. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then we'll try it again. Simple. One of these? Oh, that's weird. That's really odd. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Heck yeah. No, not that one. I want to. Yeah. Yeah, I want to fight a dragon. Dragon. Not the coolest dragon I fought. So there's something about these dragons, right? These are like we fought a dragon-ish thing. Maybe it was a wyvern. I don't know. Back in Brave Fox's Long Stop, right? Is this supposed to be like a completely different sect of dragons? A dragon stands before you, yet still you do not flee. Why would I flee? Your magics have no power over me, heretic. Alright, I'm gonna try and say, oh, no. Duty failed, someone died. Nice, good job. Alright, gotta kill the ads. Now we know. No, let's do it at normal. Yep. I just need to kill the ads. I was hoping we didn't have to. This is how we learn. This is science we're doing. Defeat the Inquisitor! That guy's running over there. Why are you running over there? Oh, you can see them coming. Oh, you can see them coming. Alright. Wait, are you gonna die already? That was so fast! How'd you die so quickly? This is the first time I felt like I actually could heal people in this game. I don't mean like, oh, because I wasn't playing a Scholar before. I mean just, every other time it felt like my heals did absolutely nothing. So that's kind of cool that I'm actually able to play the support role as a support role character, right? You could do that if you're already doing that with Healer, who has no good reason to have a damage ability. Like, they're a healer. It's interesting. It's interesting. To me. Maybe only me. Wait, why are you a person again? My glamour's dispelled. No, you turned into a dragon. It didn't, like, get dispelled. You turned it off. Are they not? Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. I'm a dragon. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brimfront shall fall. Blech. That's not new though, right? Like we were always trying to get into White Brimfront. Like there's a fight going on in there already. This is not new information. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. Darcy, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Yeah, no, you're right. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. Are we just going to get it, or is it like a whole dungeon we gotta do or something? But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at White Brimfront, and bring your associates. Are we gonna teleport there? Because like you're gonna teleport there, so like why not me too, right? Like why do I have to walk if you're not gonna literally be here, right? They're no longer here. They just sort of teleported past back into the normal world. I don't know. I don't know what I'm complaining about. It's just, it's not that far. It's not that far. It's just kind of weird. Like, there's this already there is this conceit that that's the wrong way. There's this conceit that I was having conversations with people and now they're gone. They've left back to the place. Like, well, I'm going there too. Just bring me with you. Like, have they ever done that? Have they ever done so far in the game? I mean, I'm trying to remember myself. They might have ever in the future of the game, but I'm talking about the past of the game from my perspective. Have they ever had a thing where there's a cutscene that actually moves me to a different location? And I think the only time there has been ones where it then the cutscene ended. I was back to where I started, right? So I don't think it actually moved my model ever. I think it only was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a cutscene where you're in a different room and you talk to somebody and it's cool, and then you go back out to the place that you started, that entered the cutscene in, so that it lines up. I think that's the only thing that's happened. Hey, Alvinod. Where have you been, Darcy? The false Inquisitor has been slain? Has he? Yes, well, this was... yes, well... His was a tale, anyways, like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you to not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. I get it, you're cold. Alpha is eager to enter the Stone Vigil. At least it'll cut the wind. As I'm sure you will agree, it is past time we enter the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Draymond a visit, and remind him of his obligations to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Hey, you actually told me you'd follow me. That's kind of cool. Like, yes, obviously you're not physically following me in the world right now, right? But the idea that you're going to show up in the conversation makes sense. That you've established that you're following behind. That's all you got to do. You know, just let me know. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Guillaume would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. Are we going to explain that? It's just like, oh no, yeah, dragons can shapeshift, don't worry about it. Like, yeah, just like something. Just like some throwaway, like, ah, yeah. Who knew that dragons could do something like that? Like, just something. It feels very like an untied thread. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand, it seems too much to hope the Scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived. What? Oh, because we got killed. Yeah. Do people not know that some of us are still alive? It's weird. To say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Wow, Alphanod. That's a good one. Ooh, I like that. That's a reaction image right there. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Do you just do the same voice for Alphanod as Menthilia? They're not exactly the same, but yeah, they're pretty much the same. I didn't realize that till then, but I think you're right. Yes, of course. It is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravians that now hold the ruin. Yes. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. Oh, so you just knew about this. Cool. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravian foothold in Corthus, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dremont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure your property without Ishgardian aid. Okay, we could have done this from the beginning. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Natalaine of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, scions. So is Halone actually one of the gods you can choose at the beginning of the game? So, yes, they're going to tell somebody there somehow. They're not going to explain how, but they're going to tell them. That's fine. That I'm coming. Cool. If I didn't have that permission, they would have theoretically stopped me. Okay. We don't want to take things by force. We want to talk to people. That's cool. You know, it's legitimately nice to see people not trying to, like, just go, I'm right, I'm going to barge into place. It's just whatever. Even though, like, legitimately, we could do that. Where is the exit to this place? Why can I never find the exit? But, yeah, if we had just showed up, like, we knew where we were going, if we didn't ask for permission and just went in, there would have been one person there who was like, hey, you can't come in here, and be like, we're going in anyway, shut up, right? I always think, like, if this was a D&D game, what are all the different options that I would have had, right? Yeah, I could go talk to the person and petition them to give me the right to go in, or I could knock out the guard, or I could sneak it, or I could deceive the guard. Anyway, it's not a D&D game. I'm nervous about doing a dungeon as a healer, actually. Hello, Darcy. Lord Dremont has appraised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. It's now accessible. So, I've never done a dungeon as a healer. I find healing actually kind of difficult with people because I don't see a good way of selecting them, right? I do know that if I'm selecting my enemies, there's a little nearby person button I can click, and that seems useful, but I don't know. Let's give it a shot. One of the 4 watchtowers built along the Sea of Clouds by the city-state of Ishgard. The Stone Vigil was overrun and occupied by the Dravian horde not long after the calamity. The following years have seen the knights of House Durandare make several attempts at reclaiming the fortress, but to no avail. What could it be that thwarts their every effort? Join. And it's immediate because I'm a healer, and apparently healers are in short demand. So, that's cool. There is some benefit to playing as a healer, it turns out. You get short queues. Am I still in the queue, though? I am still in queue. Okay, cool. Commence. Interesting how that works. Huh. Alright. Just keep EOS up. As long as you have EOS, I've got at least some support going on, even if I'm bad. Light party. Rig. Corpus. Stone Vigil. Vampire. Chandelier. Hey, this is already summoned. Nice. So my main objective is to keep that person healed. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to keep them healed. Keep the tank healed. Just always on cooldown, heal the tank. Got it. Okay, I understand how to do this. Okay, someone ran off. I'm a little worried about that. You coming, friend? I gotta go. I can't wait for you. Did I just let them die? I think I just let them die. How do I resurrect? Oh, I can choose them at the side there. Oh, crap. Well. Oh, I have to hold it down? Okay. That was my fault. I stepped a bit too close to the door and pulled way more in the next room than I intended to. Alright, is that everyone? Are we good? I don't know where everyone is. Alright. Cool. Alright. Yes, everyone's here. Make sure I'm already on you. Okay, so I didn't realize I can actually select my party from here. That's rad. That's really good. Totally did not realize that was a thing. I gotta summon my friend again. Eos is being summoned. I have a few different heals, and I don't really know when to use each one, so it's kind of weird and awkward. Alright, cool. Alright, this is good. I gotta say, like, I do enjoy the healing more than anything else I've done in this game, because I theorized that I would enjoy healing more than fighting the monsters, because I'm more invested in my allies staying alive than I am in the monsters dying. Like, I just find that more interesting. And also, it's kind of easier, because I can just stick on one person. I mean, I still gotta do it. It's not like, you know, it's important that I do it right. But, you know. Now, that said, is this more engaging? I'm still just sort of hitting one button. I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. Like, this is sort of a flow that I can enjoy, oddly enough. Yeah, no, I'm actually kind of digging this, as far as combat. It's way closer to fishing. It's really funny being like, oh yeah, I'm a new healer. Like, you're level 45, how are you a new healer? And it's like, well, the game lets you do that. The game gave me Scholar at level 45, right? Like... Gotta keep an eye, make sure that nothing going on. Let's throw a dot on this thing, and then let's go back. Oh, it's amazing I can select it from here. I really like that. I looked into this. I was like, how do I properly heal my party, right? Like, is there a way to, you know, hit the target I want to hit? And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't find anything online about it. And it's like, you can click on their names over here. That's all I wanted someone to tell me, you know? This feels awesome. Oh! Oh, I gotta heal me. Oh, no. What? Oh. I don't know what hit me. I don't know what hit me. I leveled up, somehow. I learned energy drain. Oh. Cool, a shortcut. This has been the most interesting dungeon I've ever done, because we've died. Isn't that weird? Like, this has made it more interesting. Okay, I don't know what this is. I'll look at it later. I must have learned a new ability. Like, I didn't even know there was a shortcut mechanic. No idea. There's a bunch of stuff about, like, temporary hit points. I gotta look into these different moves. I gotta summon Eos again. But yeah, this is the most interested and engaged in a dungeon I have ever been. Because I am actually interested in the people that I'm engaging with, right, my party. Because we've had setbacks, it's been interesting, right? the fact that it's just like this sort of monotonous, non-interesting, like, walk down a hallway, right? Like, I don't like the walk down a hallway analogy. It's not about the fact that it's a straight line. That's not the relevant part. I don't mind straight lines. It's that, like, there was no texture to it. It was just kind of like, every dungeon I've done before now is what I'm saying. It's just, oh, I'm on fire. Sorry, I was trying to say something, but then I got really scared. Anyway, everything's been so very like, oh yeah, I just sort of walked through the park, right? Someone was playing the tank, someone who knew the game was playing the tank, someone who knew the game was playing the healer. I was playing one of the DPS, but someone else who was playing the DPS. Here, like, they're actually kind of relying on me. Being one of two DPS meant nothing I did actually mattered, right? The important roles were covered, and there was at least one person who knew how to DPS, right? That's how it felt. Which, you know, that's not necessarily the game's problem. That's not the game's fault, right? But that's how it felt. It was just like, I'm just gonna follow these people, and they're gonna walk me through to the end of the dungeon. And I wasn't engaged with the dungeon. I'm still not really that engaged with the dungeon. I don't really know what's going on dungeon-wise. I'm just fighting monsters. But I'm engaged with my party. I care about helping my party, you know? And that's cool. I actually really enjoy that. Oh, they look like they're dying. And I think that's really cool. I legitimately am enjoying engaging with that part. But also, because me being more important and not knowing the game means that we're having some pitfalls, right? We're actually, like, having trouble. There's stuff going on that's not, like, a guaranteed success, which makes things more interesting, right? Like, the option of failure makes that cooler somehow. Whereas before, there's no challenge. I should probably put my streaming back up. I didn't feel like I was engaging with the mechanics. This is the most engaged with the mechanics of the entire, like, the core mechanics of the game that I've been, right? And I would say, this is enjoyable, right? This is the part of the game that people have actually been like, oh yeah, it's fun, and I'm like, I don't get it. And I have said before, maybe I don't get it because I'm playing the wrong class. Like, I've acknowledged that. But, because of the structure of the game, I wasn't encouraged to switch classes, right? Please don't die me. I don't have time to die. Okay, is anyone dead? No one seems to be dead. And is that the whole dungeon? Or, no. Oh, I'm coming. Alright, cool. I'm liking this. Like, I'm liking the not just the fishing parts of this game. This is, like, legitimately kind of surprising to me in a weird way. Like, I'm happy about it. It's weird to be like surprised that I'm having fun. That's not a good sign, but also it means I am having fun. So I don't know what to say about that. This is cool. I mean, I've said it before, right? Like, you gotta find your role. So I'm not surprised to learn that I'm not my role is DPS. Maybe my role is tank. Maybe it's not healer. I don't know, right? When I play, like, MOBAs, I don't play DPS ever. Like, never do I ever play DPS. I play tanks usually. Sometimes I'll play support. But it's usually tanks. So it doesn't surprise me even a little bit that is, like, where I would fall, right? Don't push too far, babe. I can't get to you. Alright. So, it's funny, because I have played Scholar for a while now, right? I'm not brand new to being a Scholar. But I'm also not, like... I've literally never played one in a dungeon before. The only time I've played one with other people has been, oh wow, that person's taking a lot of damage. But they seem to be full now, so I don't know. The only time I played with the people was in a fight against Titan. It was the first time I played as a healer, oh, as a scholar specifically, but as a healer ever, also. Are we going in? Alright, we're going in. Oh, I hope I make it in. If it cuts me off, I'm going to be so mad, because I gotta watch this cutscene. The strong room will be sealed in 15 seconds. Look, it is the Enterprise. Look, it is the Enterprise. I don't actually know what their voice was anymore. Yes, just beyond that enormous sleeping dragon. Wait, have you two been here this whole time? The stronghold is sealed. Oh, I hope my party doesn't die. Oh, I hope they don't die. The dragon is not our concern. We have come for the airship, and only the airship. Sid, you and I will sneak aboard the Enterprise and prepare it for launch. Darcy, you stay here and keep an eye on the beast. If it wakes, we may need you to provide a distraction until we are ready to depart. You can manage that, can't you? I so hope my party is not yelling at me. That settles it then. Shall it be, Sid? As you command. It's an interesting thing for you to say, Sid. You're not beholden to anyone. Oh, I love just walking by a sleeping dragon. Classic. Oh, it's one of you. Ugh. So, you mean to slay Garuda next? Interesting. Most interesting. And you are aware that her strength greatly exceeds that of your previous primal conquests, a testament to the fanatical devotion of her followers. The Ixal are nothing if not zealous. In spite of your past achievements, I labor to believe that you will best this foe. Yet only a fool would underestimate the great bringer of light, slayer of Ifrit, bane of Titan. If any mortal is capable of defeating the Lady of the Vortex, it is you. Win or lose, the battle should at least make for an entertaining spectacle. Assuming, of course, you live that long. Whoa! Roar! The golden dragon. Half a nod, the dragon. Cool. Confound it all. Do they not see him? They don't see him, huh? Okay. Let us see how well your blasphemous gifts serve you this time, Crystal Bearer. Cool. Hi, I'm back. Okay. Alright, cool. Feels like they died, like, without me a couple times. And, but it ended up timing out correctly, somehow. Oh, there's some chat going on here. Yeah, I haven't run a dungeon with anyone who had to watch the cutscene in a couple of months. Don't just rush in, my guy. Give things like 2 seconds. Oh! Oh no! Oh! Okay. Sucker. I need to heal myself. And it's the best way to heal myself, I think. Okay, okay. Good. Yes. Get everybody to a field again. I don't know if that's hitting everybody or not. Am I standing in a terrible location? Probably, right? I kind of want to read that chat after I'm done here. Hopefully it'll still be there. Okay, gotta scan you. Gotta whispering. Oh, I'm gonna die. Don't die me. Oh, don't die you either, though. Like, I'm engaged. I'm, like, legitimately engaged in this. Because I have, like, people's lives that are in my hand. This is, like, awesome. I'm, like, actually... This is great. I could also drop a dot, though. I might as well, right? Okay. Woo! That was great! That was so good! Stronghold is no longer steel. A pair of Vigil patterns. Yeah, let's hold on this for a while when we should be like like I have a cutscene to watch, don't I? Well, I don't! They're probably gone by the time I finish typing that. Oh, that was rad. I'm gonna read what they said because I'm actually like kind of curious about it. There was something really funny in there. Let's see. Hey, you know that the healer is in a cutscene, and it does take a hot second to play through. Took me a moment to notice, but by then I could exactly stop him from attacking. I am too used to running with a full group. Don't just rush in, my man. Give things like 2 seconds. I haven't run a dungeon with anyone here to watch a cutscene in a couple of months. Yeah, I mean, fair. That's not how it usually goes. And the fact that I'm a healer does mean it's a problem. Like, I've done cutscenes where I just straight up was like, yeah, no, the battle's over by the time I get out of the cutscene. Like, that has happened to me. But it's different when you're the healer. Like, that was so good. I felt important. Like, I felt relevant. Not important's not the right term, right? It's not that I care about being important. It's that you're the hero. You're so important. Everyone needs you. You're amazing. And it's like, no, I'm not. I'm wholly interchangeable. And here, it's not that I'm not wholly interchangeable. It's that there is no one else, right? Like, I don't know. That was rad. And like I don't know. Like, I can't really fully enunciate. I can't fully express like how much more engaging and interesting that was. I felt like I was using all my abilities. I didn't really know what they all did, but I was using them all. I wasn't just like, here's a dot, and then I'll ruin until the dot wears off, and then here's another dot, and I'll ruin until the dot wears off. Like, I had absolutely no engagement at all with playing an Arcanist. Like, none. It was bleh. But yeah, that was really good. He's duty. Leaving a good impression. Does that mean healing people? It looks like a healing people thing. That was the picture for Sucker, I think. So yeah, I'll have to view what that is later. Oh, that was great. And these are the moments I stream for, where it's like, there's only one time you get to see me like legitimately get super excited about this. You know? If that happened off stream, it's gone. Even though there's all this stuff that I'm streaming that I think is like not interesting and bland and like not worth watching, there's these little nuggets of like pure emotion that I really don't want to lose. Here we go. Wait, why are you a crystal? I guess not all of these crystals have come from primals. Like, only 2 of them have. Yeah, fair enough. Darcy, are you alright? Speak to me. 12 be praised. I feared the beast had injured you. Ha. I see now why the others rated you so highly. When you were caught in the midst of that etheric bubble with the dragon, I was all but certain my next mission would be to find a new champion. Are we gonna once again just, like, not acknowledge that I didn't fight them alone? Like, that I had companions? Also, those companions aren't intended to be... Why didn't they write it that way? Why didn't they write it where, like, you have these, like, 4 mysterious companions, or 3 mysterious companions that never get named, and those are the people that you get in your party when you go in a dungeon like this? Like, because they are all also secret, like, scions, right? We know that they are because they're player characters. I don't know. I guess you can also do it to, like, oh, they're randos, and even though each one is a scion, to everyone else, like, I would be their rando. Like, I'm not this praiseworthy person. But, like, I don't know, we're all cool and badass, right? Like, they could have done it that way, where the people you're engaging with are other scions. I don't know. I was so certain the next mission we find a new champion, right? Interesting that I was caught in an etheric bubble. That's the first time they mentioned that. Thank the gods for sparing me that inconvenience. I have quite enough to do already, which reminds me, Sid is working on the Enterprise as we speak. Let us go and see what he has to say. Let us. Well, it's in such good condition. I mean, I know he's been working on it, but still. Much better condition than I was expecting. Like, why are we bothering? Let's just make a new one. What do you say, Sid? Will she fly? Yes, though it will not be a pleasant ride. Well, I dare say it would be no more unpleasant than staying here. 'Tis a pity the Enterprise is not in a better state. But if she will allow us to quit this place... Yeah, that's what it says. I shall not complain. If all of us are in agreement, let us return to Gridania. Oh, we're gonna fly to Gridania? I did not expect that. Though I would like nothing more than to set course to the Howling Eye, it is plain the Enterprise is in no condition to weather the storm. She must needs be repaired if we are to proceed with our mission. So I just mentioned this earlier in the stream. Are we going to actually teleport, right? Is a cutscene going to move me? I'm legitimately interested. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. Is that a thing in this game? Is it? I mean, arguably, like, getting on a boat or getting on an airship is a cutscene that moves you, but it's, you know, that's different. I did read that, right? I think so. Yeah. This is so familiar. I know this airship. If I could just... Ah! It's no use. Let's go. I'll decide what sort of voice I want to do with him. I started doing his voice before I saw who he was, right? Like, his back was to us. I started the shot when he first started talking, and I gave him kind of like this like Spanish accent, and then it's just sort of like drifted into nothing. Now it's just kind of like a no one voice. I don't know. I should come up with something to stick with it. It would be nice if I had a cutscene with him, and I would just mimic his actual voice, but that hasn't happened yet. Give me a sound. Oh, wow. Yeah, it teleported us here. It teleported us to the actual airship landing. Huh. That's not the usual airship, though, is it? Like, that's actually supposed to be Sid's airship. Why do we need Sid's airship? Airships exist. Wait a minute, airships exist in this game. Why did we need Sid? Okay. Why did we need the Enterprise? We could have just retrofitted an existing airship. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, how I have longed for a more agreeable climate of the Twelfthwood. Yet I will not deny the Holy See had its charms. Endless detours aside, our Ishgardian jaunt provided quite an adventure. Alas, our work is far from done. We still have an airship to repair, and a primal to slay. No rest for the heroic, eh? Heck yeah! Art of War. I've learned the action art of war. Into the eye of the storms. It appears to be deep in thought. Do I want to start that next time? I'm happy to wrap here. I mean, it's called Into the Eye of the Storm, but I don't think we're going into the Eye of the Storm. But I think that's where we're gonna stop. I think that's where we're gonna stop for the night. That was a good spot. I'm really happy with how that went. That was really good. That was excellent. That's the best like that. That was legitimately really good. I haven't enjoyed the dungeons prior. I thought the dungeons have been boring and not interesting and blah 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 blah. And I don't know if that's been true or if it's just been my class. And I think it's just been my class. I think the truth is I didn't enjoy the class I was playing. There are a lot of things to rag on in this game, but that's kind of an unfair one. Unfortunately, due to the structure of the game, you are sort of stuck in your class. Now, luckily, your job can give you some options, and you don't have to feel like you have to pick and choose between them, right? If I didn't enjoy being a scholar, I could switch to becoming a summoner. I could do that, and that's cool. That's awesome. So that's a really, really nice thing, and I get why they don't want every class to share experience, but it is really, really harsh to think, ooh, I can't even change my class until I'm level 10 or something. And by then, I don't want to do all that again. You know how much grinding that was? I hated that. That wasn't fun at all, right? Like, I don't want to start over from square one. So, I didn't, right? It's the sunk cost fallacy. I want to stick with Arcanist. So, really, really cool that Scholar and Summoner let me branch out from what I was given. I still can't, multi-class. They're not multi-class. I can't. There's no job that turns me into a tank, so I don't actually get to try all the different roles. That would be cool. That would be cool if every class had the option to perform like every role. Now that's weird and like not the design intent, and I think that makes sense. But again, not like choose your role and you get to decide how you play them, but like having jobs that sit you in different roles. That would be cool, because then I could try these different ways of playing without having to re-level to level 40, right? And I think that would have been really cool. I'm glad for Scholar giving me a chance to play something other than an Arcanist, but yeah, I would love to try out tanking, and I can't. I don't know how tanking would feel. I don't really know what's involved in it. I don't know. I know nothing about tanking. I do wonder how just kind of like, oh, I stand here and I hit it and I hope the healer heals me, it feels. Probably not. There's probably way more to it, but I don't know what it is, so I can't comment on it. But I'm really enjoying this game. Like, I know I rag on it a lot, but I would recommend it. Before this dungeon, I would have already recommended it. But after this, it's like, oh, this is like core gameplay that I'm legitimately really enjoying. Like, that was awesome. That was so good. Like, legitimately good quality gaming. Not just, oh yeah, the game as a whole is kind of nice, which is how I felt about it before. It's weird being the healer out in the field, right, when you don't have a party, but the dungeon experience was excellent. It was really cool. I know I'm kind of rambling here. I'm just repeating myself, but I kind of wanted to get my thoughts in order. It's just weird, right? Like, I found stuff that I really like in this game, like the fishing, and I've talked about this before about how like it's engaging different parts of my brain, right? It's this very relaxing, go at your own pace, kind of just like chill vibes, and the combat almost like plays the same way. It's just there's explosions going on, and it's like there's a disconnect. And then the healing, it had that kind of like sort of simple, slow, like just heal on cooldown, just heal on cooldown, and I don't have to keep changing targets because I'm just healing my tank, and that was nice. But then when things heated up, it was like really intense. It's like being on the flippin' ocean voyages. I don't know if you've done the ocean fishing or not, but like, yeah, most fishing is this laid back, just like throw your line, reel in a fish, throw your line, and then you get out there on the ocean and a spectral current goes off and you're like throwing your line every second, like it's that duality that makes it really cool. And the healing super had that. I don't know if this is just me endorsing healing as like, hey, go play healing, healing's fun, or what, but there's stuff in this game, and people always pitch it that way. People pitch the game as there's something for everyone, and that might be true. I've already expressed my concerns with it's not true if you end up committing to one thing and don't enjoy it because you feel like you have to commit to that thing, which is how I felt about Arcanist. But it does seem like the statement is true, that there's something for everyone, because this was excellent. I don't know how much that's getting into the final cut, because that was a rambling mess, but it was really good. It was really, really good. Anyway, I've been DarcyBits. This has been Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Have a good night.